welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and today we are with one more of these Celtic-y designs that I have come up with. And yeah, this is not to say that I couldn't do more in this series. I could definitely tweak this and change some things around, and who knows what we would come up with. But this is what I chose to try, and yeah, it starts out just like the other previous two, and then changes all up in the middle. And I think I kind of complained a little bit before about how it was really difficult, particularly on the purple one, where the middle was like, it just kind of looked the same so much that it was a little bit difficult to navigate and make sure that I was the right number of rows down. This one, though, was a lot easier in that regard. So this one was, there's little things like, the background color going off to the side and making like a V shape or a straight line or whatever else. Just having some kind of a marker there just makes it so much easier. It's still not a beginner's bracelet. It is rather difficult, per se. Like, I don't want to like make it sound like, oh no, you can't do this, it's way too hard for you, because that's not true either. With a little bit of patience, you can get through this, I'm sure. But it's going to take a little while. It took me a little over 3 hours to actually put this one together again. And that's me trying to take all the little shortcuts and do the segment knotting and everything to the best of my ability to try to make it go quick. So it just takes a while, is all. But that said, I really think it's a great payout. It's a good looking bracelet. I asked Mandy what she thought. She said that this is her favorite out of the small collection here. And I have to admit, I kind of like the color red one better for color, but for pattern, I think this one is probably the best. It's just really interesting. It's a fun bracelet. And yeah, hopefully you guys will make it. If you do, you can always let me know. You can like post on Instagram and send me a message or something, or you can send it over to Discord or whatever. I'm always interested when you guys are making patterns that I've helped to create. So yeah, and again, I don't think these kind of patterns work out on other websites because of how it doesn't repeat. It's not the kind of pattern that just keeps repeating, and my understanding is that's necessary for those web pages to accept the pattern, which is fine. I get it. If you're, if you make it repeatable, then if somebody wants to do it in ultra teeny tiny threads, they can make it as long as whatever is needed. So it's not like it doesn't make sense to me, but at the same time, you're kind of missing out on patterns that have like this perfect symmetry to it. And yeah, I love this. I think the symmetry in this one works out really well. It is, though, if you follow the pattern, if you follow like the trail, like it goes over and under, right? If you follow it, it's like three distinct paths that are intertwined with each other. So I'm pretty sure if you laid out a rope like that, if you pulled it tight, you'd end up with a knot, which is kind of apropos, I guess, because this is all made from knots. But yeah, it's really cool. And yeah, I really like it. I think it's really fun to do these kind. Again, they will test your patience. How is that for being correct? Even though I had markers to kind of see along the way, like, okay, I'm in this section, there was a few times where I was concerned that, like, have I done it right? Am I in the, getting it where it's supposed to be or whatever? So yeah, it can definitely try your patience. but I went through it, I got it done, and I like how it looks. I like how there's so much going on. It's so crazy. I kind of wish there was a way for this particular pattern it wouldn't work, but I kind of wish there was a way like that the different paths could have been different colors. Granted, you could do that if you went sort of alpha style and just swapped out strings that you had running around making a mess on the back. You could kind of do that, but I don't like the back of my bracelets to be messy. In fact, the back of this bracelet, it's really so nice. I could see somebody wearing it the other way around because it just looks really interesting. And yeah, I mean, I know I've complained about that in the past. I know that there's a certain number of people out there who prefer the back of it. They think it looks, you know, more sporadic, more whatever. And I've argued that that's not the side that the artist creating it sees. And so it's a little bit weird to really enjoy it. But people are going to do what people do. And the fact that I've actually made the back of it really interesting looking is, yeah, it's like, cool. You know, I'm ready for you guys. If that's what you want, I got it. I'm kind of curious if you guys want to see more patterns like this. Do you want just me to try to make like yet another? I don't know. I kind of want to be done with it, but at the same time, if this is the kind of, you know, stuff you guys want to see, then cool. You know, that makes sense. I get it. Mind you, I'm kind of curious what it would be like to double it. It would be like if I put these two together for widthwise, that's a pretty big bracelet, but the pattern to it could be really, really fun. And doing it double could mean that there's one extra row, which, you know, makes it so that way we can cross over the things at the edges, can come in and do stuff. So yeah, that's a definite possibility of something I'm considering. The only thing that I don't like about the prospect is there's no easy way to just put the two patterns together. I would have to actually draw it probably from scratch in order to make it work. And yeah, I mean, it's not like I can't do it. Don't get me wrong. It's just, it would be a lot of work. And it would be a bracelet that would be really, really big. Like, where's my ruler? All right, so this one is 2.5 cm or almost an inch. And so yeah, like 2 inches wide at least, or almost 5 cm. Yeah, that's a pretty wide bracelet. I don't know. If I thought that there was a market for them, maybe. But then again, maybe I'm the market for it, because then, you know, because I would probably wear something like that. It's thin, so that way it's going to dry out really quickly. Like when you come out of the shower, you don't have to wait forever for it to dry. But the question is, do I need a new bracelet, or do I stick with the ones that I'm already sporting? I don't know. And I don't mean to throw it at your guys' feet to say, hey, make a choice for me. But I mean, you know, you guys can. Oh, we are past the center. See, I would have forgotten. Hang on. Let me thank my Patreon supporters and my YouTube members for making all this stuff possible. Seriously, I'm going through so much string this year. It's been miraculous that, you know, I've had to do mid-year orders on floss just to be able to accomplish some projects And I think there's a possibility that I'm already like low on yellow string. I don't know how many I need to make a decent order, but I have a funny feeling that another order is going in again really, really soon. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Unbelievable, right? But yeah, that and the keeping the webpage going, that means a lot to me. That's where I share my patterns with you guys, because I don't know anywhere else to be able to do that. So yeah, if you want to support these things, Patreon is pretty cool. I do try to share to there occasionally, just some thoughts of what's going on, that kind of thing. YouTube members, though, is probably the better deal, where I'm live streaming behind the scenes stuff, which is actually happening right now, as well as patterns released early, just all kinds of other little random things going on that just makes it, oh, you get the little thing when you leave a message, there's like a little icon that shows that you are a member, which is pretty cool. It's a little smiley face, which goes back to my really early days of doing web stuff. Like my original web page had that smiley face as an icon, so there is some lore to that in case you're curious. Yeah, I'm not sure where I am in the bracelet now. Oh, I see. I know where it is. Okay, got it. Little ways to go still. Yeah, end of the year, huh? Crazy, right? Like, I absolutely flabbergasted that, you know, there's been a whole year of this channel producing videos for every weekday, as well as live streams on weekends and stuff. So there's just been so much content. We're actually at like 160 something, 170 something live streams that have happened for just the members alone. So like you could really just binge on that and it would take you ages. And you would see a bunch of stuff behind here, and you'd see, before I built the whole thing for the desk that makes it easier with the cameras and stuff and all the other stuff. Just so much stuff this year. Been pretty crazy. And I'm happy to have, you know, had a journey with you guys, and something worth sharing. So yeah. Yeah, it's so, I think we're here. The pattern sort of repeats itself like a couple, 2-3 times, which is really kind of cool. And then it has like other bits that are whatever. So it's kind of hard to tell if it's at that one or that one. Regardless, it's still cool. It's still pretty neat. Oh, and kind of curious what you guys think of the colors. Like, there's been 3 of these now. The red one, the purple one, and this is sort of like a teal, I guess. Kind of curious as to which ones you guys think was the coolest. And yeah, maybe I should do that in the community tab, put in a picture of all 3, and let's see which one you guys like best. Because I am genuinely curious. Not that it's going to change what I make. I'm still going to randomly pull out colors that I think are going to look good together. Also, based on colors that I have enough of. I needed 2 of the darker color to be able to produce this 2 skeins. And that actually changed where I was going to go with it, because the original color I really wanted was kind of a little bit darker, but I only had 1 of them, and it was kind of a letdown for me. But then I found this one. I'm like, oh, I like this color, and the lighter one goes really well with it. So that was kind of okay. I'm not 100% sure that my camera really picks up the colors accurately. So yeah, I'm not sure. Like when I look at the two, kinda, but no. It could be my monitor. My monitor is supposed to have less blue light or something. It's supposed to be like easier on your eyes. So it could be the monitor. I have no idea. Oh, I wasn't as far as I thought. This is the third one. This is okay. Yeah. So this is kind of getting towards the end now. So that's kind of cool. Oh, and you guys, if you're wondering how to segment this well, I think this makes a really good example of that. So yeah. Oh, and I cut my string into thirds and have had no trouble with any of these bracelets with any kind of fear of running out of it. Some of the strands are short, well, are shorter than the other ones, but not so short that I was concerned about, you know, where my tassels ended up or anything like that. So I definitely recommend, you know, cutting your strings longer than you need and having a little bit of waste than to try to cut it too short and then end up, you know, having to end the project sooner or something. I don't know what most of you guys do when you run out of string. For me, it just feels like a fail. And yeah, sometimes those are the bracelets that I save for like we did a pop-up sale once several years ago, and a child had come along and they really loved it, and parents weren't buying them something, and they were just kind of really bummed about the whole thing. They really liked what I was doing and had fun watching me and stuff, and so I gave them a bracelet that I wasn't exactly happy with. Those are like my giveaways for people who, you know, kind of deserve to have a little bit of happiness, but, you know, not taking away from the ones that are perfect and ready to be sold for, you know, not top dollar, but, you know, worth something. So, and they were delighted. They were super happy. And yeah, I don't remember what the exact reason was, what the flaw was, something about it didn't come out to my specs for perfection. And so yeah, we are getting towards the end now. I can recognize where I am in the pattern. This is where one of the last diamonds, and then like the whole thing kind of squares off with one more little loop-de-doo. So yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I like making videos. I like, you know, hanging out with you guys, and maybe even giving you something to listen to while you're busy, you know, making your own stuff. So at least I'm told that that's what happens on occasion. So I'm kind of hoping that that's true. I hope it's true for you as well, that you're actually working on one of these. Again, I'd still like to see what you guys are working on. Over on Blue Sky, I'm trying to add bracelet makers so that way I can be inspired over there, because it's like a new version of Twitter, which seems to be pretty cool so far. So if you guys are on Blue Sky, be sure to add me and let me know that you make bracelets, so that way I will know to follow you, because it's what I want. I want to be inspired. I want to see things and say, hey, I can do my take on that. So yeah, come join us over there, or Discord, that works too. Yeah, see, that dark one comes all the way down and around, and it makes the bottom part of this. So yeah, we'll be back next year with a December review. I think I'm gonna do, and then I have no idea what's coming after that because I have not put in the time to try to schedule anything or figure out what's gonna happen. But yeah, there's gonna be another year full of being creative and doing everything in my power to teaching the community out there on how to design your own patterns and stuff. So it's lots to look forward to. I'm going to keep going. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.